Great start. Great start. I wanted to do this channel so that I could share the process of how I put a costume together, or how the makeup comes together, whatever costume comes up that I'm wanting to do. How do I make that costume happen? And then I realized I have a lot of costumes that are already done. I thought I could do some hair and makeup. What is it like for me to get ready as Rey? Now, I don't have a troupe or anything today, so I don't have that constant nagging of hurry up and get ready, which is normally how any troupe I do goes. This is going to be a nice and easy, we're relaxed, we're enjoying it. I've got rowing tonight. It's going to be great. The last time I did Rey was back in March. I have since dyed my hair and cut my hair. So I don't know how easy this is going to go. We're going to find out together. Depending on the time of year, I will do my Rey hair with wet hair. Is that good for my hair? No. I know this, but my buns do look better. What am I going to use? This is my Rey kit. My Rey kit is bobby pins, elastics, and some clips. This is what I use. I will brush everything back. It'll go, this will be the first row, this will be the second row, and then everything else down below. I try and do a little itty bitty bit because this is where my hair is the most full, and I want that middle ponytail, that middle bun, to have a decent amount as well. Elastic. This first one is kind of my toughest one. I don't know why. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I will pull through twice, and I'm going to try and pull my hair so that there's as much of this as possible. So I want this little itty bitty baby bun, but I also want this hair, because it's going to try and go off to the sides. I'm going to use this clip. As soon as it's big enough to fit inside here, I'm going to pin it in so that it will stay put, because that's going to help with the next bun. So here's this one so far, and I'll kind of fan it out just to give it a little bit more fullness so you can't see the clip as much. That's the first little bun. Is it ever straight? No, never. Never. We have our next one, which I do half an inch or so above my ear. I don't go straight from my ear. I don't go straight into this for a couple of reasons. One, I think it's too much hair, because if I pull this away, this is all of the hair that I use for this, which means that this is all I've got left for the bottom bun. I have very thin hair, so I need to have as much at the bottom as I can. So this one's a small one. This one's going to be right above my ears, and it helps when I go to pull hair down to make those extra ringlets. It's going to help with that. I'm going to go, a lot of this is just by feel. That hair that was left over from this ponytail comes right into this next bun, which can be tricky because now that hair is considerably shorter. So you kind of have to deal with whether or not it's going to like splay out or if it's going to be part of the bun. I don't know, we'll find out. So another elastic. I usually get 2 or 3. Like I said, I've got thin hair. I can get 2 or 3 pulls out of an elastic. So not very big. And do I pull any of this hair out in advance? I don't. For this final bun, what I'm going to do, instead of doing it down here, which is fine, I've seen plenty of people do it that way, and I used to too, it just sort of makes the buns look too far apart in my opinion. I'll try and pull this last bun as far up here as I can. So it's as close to underneath my second bun, that middle bun, as possible. And then I will do the same thing again. Now I have this awesome tail, this groovy tail of mine. I'm gonna twist it and I'm gonna wrap it around this bottom one. I will bobby pin it in place, and I usually try to bobby pin it in a few different spots just to make sure that it's going to stay. Sometimes I'll even use a smaller clip if I'm in a hurry or if I'm just frustrated with it. Sometimes your hair just doesn't want to do the buns. You can see where I have some hairs that have fallen out. That's fine, because then I'll go in just with bobby pins, and I try and pull them to the side and curl them under and then place a bobby pin in from there. And if there's a few flyaways, I don't think that genuinely matters. She runs around. Hers kind of get a little bit tousled too. I just I'll mess with it a little bit until I get it where I want it. And that's why I say I usually do it wet, because it all kind of stays together better. I will go through with a toothbrush that I don't use on my teeth. This is specifically for hair. I will go through and brush down my little baby hairs. That way there's not tons, because I think that some people will overdo it. I don't need a whole chunk down the side of my face. It's just baby hairs. If I'm feeling really crazy, I'll grab a blow dryer and kind of blow dry down so I get more of these baby hairs, these flyaways. If I have wet hair, the baby hairs don't come as easy, but blow drying down will help that. And then I'll just use the toothbrush as I'm blow drying and just kind of bring it down. Editing Lindsay here. As I was getting ready to switch from the hair tutorial to the makeup tutorial, the audio went absolutely berserk on me, and I don't know what the deal was, and I went back and looked at the original video and it was somehow off as well. I don't know what's going on, because the first half of the video was fine, and then that second bit of video, it just went off and did its own thing. It is completely unusable, at least with the skill set that I have currently. So we're gonna do this all over again. Minus my hair, I just have one bun. This is all I'm capable of right now. But to give a quick and dirty tutorial on the makeup, what I'm going to use is NYC Color Wheel Mosaic Face Powder in Rose Glow. God, I couldn't do it the first time either. Rose Glow. I don't know if they make this anymore. It's a little bit darker than my natural skin tone, so it kind of makes me a little bit tanner than I actually am. And I will go in and I will just do this all over. With Rey, I don't want to have a whole lot on my face. It doesn't feel like it looks good when I put a bunch of makeup on. So I try and stay as natural as possible with this makeup look. I got this palette actually for Galadriel, and then I just liked it so much that I use it for a lot of stuff now. I didn't think I'd ever be a highlighter person, but here we are. I will be using this pink right here, just a little bit, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a sun-kissed. She's out in the sun, she lives in the desert, somehow her skin still looks dewy and supple. She's a dang witch is what she is. She's not one with the force, she's got freaking spells under her belt. I feel like I'm in a beat the clock type of thing, because I want to show how quick and easy my makeup routine is for Rey. And I use the Blush Nudes by Maybelline New York. I use these four. These are my go-tos. I don't always use the dark brown. I usually save that for if we've got if we're gonna have pictures taken or for a con or something where I feel like I just need a little bit more liveliness in my eyes. You're gonna hear me probably say this a billion more times, but I try and stay as natural as possible. I'm going to use this one right here to make my eyes not so pale, because they are super pale, and this gives them a more flesh colored look. Move on to the next one. Use that on the bottom of my lid. I'm not flipping you off, I promise. I'm not that passive aggressive. If I was flipping you off, you would know. I'm gonna use this sort of mauve-y color. Mauve? I think it just adds a little bit more depth to my eyes. And then, like I said, if I was feeling fancy, I would use this brown, but I'm not feeling fancy today. Eyeliner seems counterintuitive. I'm not doing like a cat eye or anything like that. I'm going to go just very, very lightly on my tear duct. I know that's not good either, but I do my hair wet. You should really not be surprised that I'm going to do my makeup weird too. But I will just kind of barely hit it, just enough that you can they kind of show up. And right now it looks a little bit crazy because I don't have any mascara on yet. I mean, that was 2-3 swipes at most. And then I will also come up under. I'm not gonna pull and do it like this. I'm going to go underneath, because the point isn't to have an eyeliner look, the point is just to totally lie and pretend like I have an eyelash line at all, because 1, my eyelashes are thin, 2, they're very light colored, and 3, I don't have the luxurious, beautiful, long, thick eyelashes that my children and husband do, which is completely wasted on them, and it's just a cruel world we live in. You can use any eyeliner you want. This one is Maybelline New York Lasting Drama Matte in Jet Black. And then I'll use mascara, and this is CoverGirl Clump Crusher Extensions Lash Blast. We're not going for a full makeup look. I just want to prove that there are eyelashes there. Just trying to wake them up a little bit. Should have put a timer. That would have been a cool idea. Done. That's all I do. That's the whole entire makeup routine. I'd probably add some chapstick that you can't see anyway, so I'm not gonna bother you. I'm not gonna waste your time. And also, watching people put chapstick on, so weird, right? It's so weird. That was less than 10 minutes that it took me to do all of that. I hope that that helps anybody that's looking to make a Rey costume. We're done here. Nothing left to do but give me a thumbs up, maybe subscribe if you're feeling like it. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool, right? And I will see you in my next video. Take it easy.